Neither I am a professional editor nor I'm interested in it. Okay, I don't even have a teleprompter like many anchors do have in front of along with the camera, so they're able to read and speak in that way. I am a beginner. I'm learning. I even have not put a musical instrumental music in this video. This is completely raw. I'm sharing my reading experience with you. Okay. And the reason why the channel's name is to zone out, because no matter how much interesting or good the content we consume, there comes a point when we zone out. So I'm not gonna ask you to pay attention on each and every word I'm speaking. Just keep this video on and you're completely free to zone out. Neither I nor you have to bother about paying attention on whatever I'm saying. Neither I'm gonna remember these articles nor you have to, because I'm trying to cultivate a habit of reading, not to remember each and every single word I read. So, and okay, and one disclaimer, the articles mentioned on the front page are just 25% of them. The rest 75% is on the second page, which I don't read because I don't like it. I'm not going to use this information and I'm not going to implement it anywhere. The reason why, even if it's incomplete, still it's fine for me. Okay. So, and as I mentioned, you don't have to pay attention or listen each and every single word carefully. Feel free to zone out. No need to hesitate to do so. Okay. So it's Friday, December 19, 2025. The Indian Express. The headline says, looking to expand market access. India inks free trade pact with Oman. Labor intensive sectors to gain from zero duty access on 98% of Oman's tariff lines. This article has been given by Ravi Datta Mishra and Shubhajit Roy. New Delhi, December 18. India Thursday signed a free trade agreement FTA with Oman, the second trade deal with the Gulf Cooperation Council country after the UAE, in an effort to expand market access for its exporters in the West Asian market at a time when steep tariffs in the US market are hurting trade and investments. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who met Oman Sultan Haitham bin Tariq in Muscat, told the Indian Oman Business Forum, today we are taking a historic decision, the echoes of which will be heard for many decades to come. The Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or CEPA, will infuse our partnership with new confidence and energy in the 21st century. This is the blueprint for our shared future. It will give new momentum to our trade, new confidence to investment, and open new doors of opportunity in every sector. CEPA will create many new opportunities for growth, innovation, and employment for our youth. Your role is crucial in ensuring that this agreement moves from paper to performance, because only when policy and enterprise work together does a partnership create new history, he said. Under the deal, Oman has offered zero duty access on 98% of its tariff lines that could result in $2 billion worth of exports in the near term, according to official estimates, benefiting gems and jewelry, textiles, leather, footwear, sports goods, plastics, furniture. There are many more, but on the second page. As I mentioned before, I'm not going to read it. Why? The reason also have been mentioned by me in the beginning of the video. Okay. Now the next title is Live-in Relations Not Illegal. State's Duty to Protect. High Court Relief for 12 women. Says couples' unmarried status doesn't deprive them of fundamental rights. Article has been given by Bhupendra Pandey, Lucknow, December 18. The Allahabad High Court has observed that a live-in relationship cannot be called illegal, nor is living together without the sans without the sanctity of marriage an offense. It also said the state is duty bound to protect every citizen, and a couple's unmarried status does not deprive them of their fundamental rights. Hearing 12 petitions filed by women in live-in relationships who sought protection as they feared a threat to their lives, the court ordered the police chiefs of the districts concerned to provide immediate protection if someone disturbs their peaceful living. While issuing the direction on Wednesday, the single bench of Justice Vivek Kumar Singh observed the concept of a live in relationship may not be acceptable to all, but it cannot be said that such a relationship is an illegal one or that living together without the sanctity of the marriage constitutes an offense. The petitioners claimed the approached police in the districts concerned, but no attention was paid to them. In all the writ petitions which the court clubbed, the petitioners prayed that the police be directed to provide protection from people, including family members, relatives, or associates, from causing any harm. The court stated since the controversy involved in all the writ petitions is similar, they are being decided by a common judgment. The order referred to the argument of the government council, who stated living relationships cannot be accepted at the cost of our country's social fabric. These parties are not bound by any law, and either of the partners can walk out of the said relationship as and when they like. It's a contract renewed every day by the parties and can be terminated by either of the parties without the consent of the other party. There is no legal status of such a relationship. The legal status of the children born out of such relationship would not be determined. Okay, the rest is also on the second page. If you're really keen to know it, please go through the newspaper, the Indian Express, Friday, December 19, 2025. I'm not disrespecting or being rude to you. It's just I'm not interested and I'm just cultivating a habit of reading. So I'm reading whatever I truly like to read. Okay. The next title is Hadel Project Row. JNK police warn of 29 workers with terror criminal link. COO accuses BJP MLA of causing delays to the crucial rattle plant. Article has been given by Arun Sharma, Jammu, December 18. On November 1st, the Jammu and Kashmir Police wrote to Mega Engineering and Infrastructure Limited about 29 people with alleged militant links or criminal backgrounds being engaged in the under construction 850 megawatt Rattle hydroelectric project in Kishtwar's Drabshala area. BJP Kishtwar MLA Shagun Parihar, who has raised questions about the workers hired for the project, said this vindicated her allegations. The controversy, which broke into the open after MEIL Chief Operating Officer Harpal Singh went public ac- accusing Parihar of causing delays to the project, is set to get a new twist with the surfacing to the letter. In the letter addressed to General Manager MEIL, Kishtwar's Senior Superintendent of Police Naresh Singh said that as part of a routine police verification of Kishtwar residents working for the project, the SHOs concerned had submitted reports and 29 had been found involved in subversive anti-national activities. By engaging these employees, security of power project gets compromised as these individuals are having militancy links, criminal background, said SSP Singh, enclosing a list of the 29 names. Underlining the strategic and national significance of hydroelectric projects and how they were high risk targets of enemy country, the SSP said there is a need to consider the engagement of such employees workers as they can do anything and pose a threat to the project. Singh urged the male official to keep a close watch, surveillance over the activities. Okay, the next rest is on. I know I should take a pause after a full stop. I should conclude the article if I'm not reading 100%. At least the 25% should be concluded well. But sometimes we are so in the flow of reading that we forget to conclude well. If you are not concluding as per the journalist, the writer of the article, we should at least conclude in a proper way. But I could not do. I apologize for it. Okay. Now the next one is euthanasia plea. Supreme Court to meet parents of comatose man before taking final call. Article has been given by Ananthakrishnan G. New Delhi, December 18. Nothing that the secondary medical board constituted by the AIMS director had given a very sad report on Harish Rana, a 32-year-old man who has been in a vegetative state for almost 13 years now. The Supreme Court on Thursday said it would take a decision on his father's plea to allow passive euthanasia after meeting the family. The bench of Justices J.B. Pardiwala and K.V. Vishwanathan asked Harish's parents to appear in court on January 13. We have reached a stage wherein we will have to take a final call. It's a very sad report that it will be a big challenge for us also, but we can't keep the boy like this for all time to come, said Justice Pardiwala, seeking the thorough assistance of Additional Solicitor General Aishwarya Bhati and Rashmi Nandakumar, counsel for Harish's father, Ashok Rana, who has filed a plea for permission to withdraw. Again, the rest is on the second page. The next title is Delhi's biggest government hospital runs short of respiratory meds. With shelves of pharmacy at LNJP empty, patients told to buy outside. Article has been given by Ankita Upadhyay, New Delhi, December 18. In the middle of North India's air pollution season, with our patient numbers having risen an estimated 20% above the baseline across hospitals in the national capital, the largest hospital run by the Delhi government is running short of drugs to treat respiratory illnesses, say patients. At Lok Nayak Hospital, where complaints of breathing problems triggered by a pollution spike every winter, essential drugs including nebulizer solutions, cough syrups, multivitamins, and several inhalers are not available, forcing patients to buy them from private pharmacies. In prescriptions that OPD patients at Lok Nayak showed the Indian Express over 2 days this week, pharmacy staff had crossed out several medicines or marked them as not available. Patients did they had been Patients said they had been advised to purchase these drugs from the market. Hospitals run by the Delhi government provide medicines to patients for free. The next title is Manikrao Kokate of NCP resigns from Maharashtra cabinet. Article has been given by Alok Deshpande, Mumbai, December 18. A day after Maharashtra Minister and Nationalist Congress Party leader Manikrao Kokate was stripped of his portfolios of sports and minority affairs, his resignation from the cabinet was accepted Thursday. In a letter, Deputy Chief Minister and Nationalist Congress Party President Ajit Pawar requested Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis to accept the resignation tendered by Kokate. Maharashtra Cabinet Minister and my party colleague Shri Manikrao Kokate has submitted his resignation to me following the outcome of the Honorable Court's verdict. In keeping with our party's long-standing philosophy that the rule of law is supreme and above all individuals, the resignation has been accepted in principle. I have forwarded Shri Kokate's resignation to the Honorable CM for due consideration and acceptance in accordance with constitutional procedure, Pawar said in the statement. The next title is No Problem with Center, except on statehood, but LG interfering, said by Omar. Article has been given by Divya A. New Delhi, December 18. JNK Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has said that while the BJP led NDA regime at the center was sort of well disposed towards his administration, except on the issue of statehood, the same did not hold true for its appointee, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, who was essentially interfering in the functioning of an elected government. Speaking at the Express Adda Wednesday, Abdullah also spoke about his unease in using the words Union Territory and Jammu Kashmir in the same sentence. Referring to Sinha, he said, in spite of the fact that he has on numerous occasions publicly said that he is only responsible for security and law and order, and everything else is the domain of the elected government. That has not been translated on the ground. I can name institutions that should ordinarily have transferred to the elected government that have not so far, he said. Responding to questions on a range of other issues as well, Abdullah sought to make a distinction between the opposition finding fault with voting machines, which he was not in favor of, and the functioning of the election commission, where he said where we have a problem. The National Conference leader also described as deeply distressing the incident last week of Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar pulling the hijab from a student's face at a felicitation function. Asked about the relationship between his government and the center, Abdullah said, other than a couple of major issues on which obviously Obviously, we have not made as much progress as I would have liked, particularly on the restoration of statehood and pending that our business rules being approved, the government of India has been sort of well disposed towards the government of Jammu and Kashmir. While referring to the LG, however, he pointed to how Sinha was chairman of the J&K State Power Development Corporation and chancellor of state universities while chairing cultural academies and convening meetings on tourism. I am the power minister. It is a corporation that is part of the ministry, the lieutenant, sorry, but the LG is the chairman of that corporation, which he should not be. I was chairman of that corporation when I was chief minister in the previous stint, Abdullah said. We have two universities, Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University and Islamic University of Science and Technology, and their statutes meant that the chief minister was chancellor after the elections. These universities should have been transferred to the elected government. They have not, he said. Sinha is chairman of the Cultural Academy, even though the culture department is with the elected government. I am the tourism minister, but he continues to hold on even to tourism development authorities. A small happening today section. The fifth and final T20 international between India and South Africa begins at 7 pm in Ahmedabad. Will India seal the series 3-1 or will the visiting team ensure the honours are shared? This is the question asked in that small paragraph. The second paragraph of the happening today section is Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will visit Poland to meet President Karol Nawrocki. He is also expected to meet PM Donald Tusk to discuss regional security. Moving to the state news section of Maharashtra. The first title is Rahul Gandhi, ex-AIDS MLC wife, defects to BJP. BJP, Pradnya influenced by development under PM CM. Given by Alok Deshpande and Shubhangi Khapre, Mumbai, December 18. The Congress Party's MLC in Maharashtra, Pradnya Satav, 49 years old, joined the ruling BJP Thursday immediately after submitting her resignation from the Legislative Council, giving a jolt to the Congress ahead of the crucial civic body elections in the state. Pradnya is the wife of former Congress MP late Rajiv Satav, who had been a close confidant of leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi. She hails from Hingoli district in the Marathwada region. While her switch stunned the Congress, it also came as a surprise to many in the BJP. It would reduce the Congress tally to just 6 in the upper house of the state legislature, further weakening the party's claim on the LOP post. It's not only about harming Congress numerically in the Legislative Council, it's also a bit to target Rahul Gandhi to show the world that Rahul is gullible and the people whom he trusts are unreliable. It's more about damaging Rahul's image and make him distrust people around him, a senior state Congress leader said, claiming that more aggressive Rahul gets against the BJP brass, more such defections would be orchestrated. The Congress accused the BJP of allegedly breaking parties with money and posts and not respecting democracy. Rajiv Satav's arc. Rajiv Satav rose in the Congress from state politics, going on to become the Youth Congress National President. He was later appointed as the All India Congress Committee's in charge of Gujarat. Under his leadership, the Congress registered its best performance in the 2017 Gujarat Assembly elections in recent decades, with the BJP just managing to get a majority by winning 99 of 182 seats as against the Congress 77. Satav, who was considered a member of Rahul Gandhi's inner circle, passed away during the COVID pandemic in 2021 at the age of 46. Rajiv Satav's demise made me sad. He was my friend and excellent party worker. But that's not the only reason why I was sad. I was sad because whenever I used to meet him, he used to talk about you. Rajiv Satav used to tell me your stories, not his. I feel good that I am in the hometown of my friend. I am happy that his wife walked with me for the entire day. Not many leaders are able to walk that much, but she did. Rahul Gandhi had told a gathering in Hingoli during his Bharat Jodo Yatra 3 years ago. Pradnya Satav's rise. After Rajiv's death, Pradnya Satav was elected as a Congress MLC on a vacant seat at the behest of the party high command in 2021. She was also named the Vice President of the Maharashtra Pradesh Congress Committee. In July 2024, the Congress leadership renominated Pradnya, who belongs to the OBC community, as an MLC for a full 6-year term. The party had then sidelined its Muslim leader Wajahat Mirza to ensure for her a safe passage to the Legislative Council. However, Pradnya could not emerge as a strong Congress face in the Marathwada region amid factionalism and infighting with the local party unit, which also led to ex-MLA Bhavrao Patil Goregaokar's switch to the BJP a few months ago. The BJP rolled out a red carpet for Pradnya at the party headquarters, where she joined the party in the presence of State Party President Ravindra Chavan and Revenue Minister Chandrasekhar Bawankure, who assured her that she would get a significant role to accomplish her dream in the BJP. Pradnya refrained from making any adverse comment against the Congress on the occasion, saying, I have taken the decision to join the BJP to fulfill the dream of my late husband, Rajiv Satav. He also worked for development of his constituency and Hingoli. I'll take his incomplete work ahead. Ravindra Chavan said Pradnya Satav's decision to join BJP is not politically driven. She has seen the development work under Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the country and Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis in Maharashtra. Echoing similar sentiments, Bhavan Kude recalled his long association with Rajiv Satav despite belonging to different parties. He said Rajiv Satav Rajiv Satav always focused on development work. He was a gentleman politician. Now we have Pradnya Satav holding the torch of development. Some BJP insiders indicated that the party would ensure political rehabilitation of Pradnya and send her to the Legislative Council. The BJP also believes that her induction into its fold whom reaffirm the party's commitment to OBC welfare and social justice in the state. The BJP camp believes that while Pradnya may not be a mass leader, her decision to cross over to the BJP reflects disenchantment among the Congress leaders and the growing trust in the BJP and Modi's leadership. Now, the next title is Returning Officer's Decision to be Considered Final on Nomination Papers. The SEC had proposed to remove provision for court appeals at the stage of nomination, given by Express News Service, Mumbai, December 18. Days after municipal council elections had to be postponed due to pending court cases filed by candidates against the rejections from the returning officers, the Maharashtra government on Wednesday decided to introduce an amendment for the upcoming Zilla Parishad and Panchayat Samiti polls, whereby RO's decision will now be considered final. In a move to ensure the timely and disciplined conduct of local body polls, the state cabinet on Wednesday approved an amendment to Section 14 of the Maharashtra Zilla Parishads and Panchayat Samitis Act 1961. Under the existing provisions of Section 14(2), an appeal could be filed in the district court against the decision of a returning officer regarding the acceptance or rejection of nomination papers. However, the State Election Commission had returned to the state's Rural Development Department after observing that numerous appeals remain pending in various district courts for extended periods. These legal delays often disrupted the time-bound schedule required for holding elections. Last month, on November 30, the SEC had to postpone elections in at least 22 municipal councils and 154 wards in other 76 councils due to pending cases. The elections at these places were to be held on December 2nd originally, which has now shifted to December 20. To address these hurdles, the SEC had submitted a proposal to the government to remove the provision for court appeals at the nomination stage. Following this proposal, the cabinet has decided that the decision of the returning officer to accept or reject nomination papers will now be considered final. In addition, the state government will now have the authority to frame specific rules regarding the conduct of these elections to ensure transparency and efficiency. The cabinet has officially sanctioned the Maharashtra Zilla Parishads and Panchayat Samitis Amendment Ordinance 2025 to bring these changes into immediate effect. This decision is expected to prevent litigation from stalling the election machinery, ensuring that Zilla Parishad and Panchayat Samiti elections proceed without administrative or judicial bottlenecks, said an official from the RDD. The next title is Mahayuti claims consensus of 150 out of 227 Mumbai seats, given by Express News Service, Mumbai, December 18. The ruling Mahayuti on Thursday announced that it has reached a consensus on seat sharing in over 150 of the 227 wards of the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Mumbai BJP President Amit Satam said on Thursday. He added that discussions on the remaining 77 seats expected to be completed within the next 2 to 3 days. We have arrived at a consensus on more than 150 seats. Talks on the remaining 77 seats are ongoing and will be concluded soon. The final decision on these seats will be taken with the concurrence of Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, Satam said, while addressing a joint press conference with industries. Minister while addressing a joint press conference with Industries Minister and Shiv Sena leader Uday Samant. It's not important who contests how many seats. The Mahayuti will contest all 227 wards and win more than 150 seats, ensuring that a Mahayuti mayor is elected, he said, claiming that the BJP, Shiv Sena and RPI were committed to fulfilling the aspirations of Mumbaikars. He also ruled out any association with the NCP led by Nawab Malik, citing serious allegations against him. Echoing similar views, Samant said consensus had been reached on 150 seats, while deliberations would continue on the remaining 77. More than the number of seats, it's important that the Mahayuti moves forward united. If there are differences on some of the remaining seats, the decision will be taken by Devendra Fadnavis and Eknath Shinde, he said. Meanwhile, reacting to BJP's stand of not indulging with the NCP, citing Malik leading the party during elections, NCP State Chief Sunil Tatkare said that as far as discussions regarding elections are concerned, it's him who will be participating in talks and not Malik. I don't want to comment on statement made by Amit Satam. Me along with Praful Patel have discussed the issues with Union Home Minister Amit Shah. As a state president, every year including Mumbai comes under my jurisdiction. He said, adding that Malik is being tasked of an internal party committee responsible for BMC elections. I'll be taking part in seat sharing discussions with other parties, he said, not ruling out the possibility of an alliance with the BJP in Mumbai. The next title is NCP leader resigns from cabinet. Caught in Ramiro, now convicted in forgery case, who is Kokate, a 5-time MLA. He was earlier stripped of the Agriculture Ministry. Article has been given by Zishan Sheikh, Mumbai, December 18. 5-time senior MLA Manik Rao Kokate, an NCP leader, has long cultivated a polished public image in Maharashtra, often standing out for his carefully tailored appearance. However, in recent months, the image suffered a dent after finding himself at the center of a string of controversies that have made him one of the most troublesome ministers of the Devendra Fadnavis government. On Tuesday, the controversies reached breaking point after a Nashik Sessions Court upheld Kokate's 2-year prison sentence in a case related to the illegal allotment of a government flat under the chief minister's discretionary quota using forged documents. In indications that the NCP and the government are headed for fresh trouble, Kokate, after being divested of the sports and ministry affairs portfolios on Wednesday, resigned from the state cabinet Thursday while his assembly membership stands jeopardized. Kokate was earlier with the undivided Shiv Sena before joining the Congress and eventually Ajit Pawar's NCP during the party's split in 2023. After the Mahayuti's victory in 2024, he was made a minister and held the key agriculture portfolio. His tenure as agriculture minister was met with controversy. In February, at a meeting in Amravati, Kokate, while referring to the rupees 1 crore insurance scheme, said, "Even beggars do not accept 1 rupee in alms, but the government is giving crop insurance at this price, and even this is being misused." Subsequently, the scheme came under scrutiny, with officials saying more than 4 lakh applications were rejected due to irregularities. The minister too admitted that some applicants had falsely shown non-agricultural land as farmlands but claimed the government had incurred no losses as no claims were disbursed on the rejected applications. Despite the controversy, Kokate insisted the scheme would not be scrapped. The applications may have been turned down due to some erroneous entries, but the scheme has been beneficial overall. Unfortunately, it was turned into a scam by certain elements, he had said. In April, Kokate yet again drew the ire of farmers after he deliberately accused them of defaulting on crop loans in anticipation of waivers. You take loans and then default for 5 to 10 years expecting them to be waived. Farmers are not investing in their lands, he had said. 3 months later, he found himself in the middle of another row after a video shared by NCP MLA Rohit Pawar purportedly showed Kokate playing an online card game inside the Legislative Council. Denying the allegations, Kokate said he was not playing rummy. "I was trying to watch YouTube to find out what was happening in the assembly. Someone had downloaded the game on the phone and I was just trying to skip it," he had said. His explanation did little to calm the criticism, and on August 1st, Kokate was stripped of the agriculture portfolio and given the sports department. What is the case he is convicted in? The case, filed based on the complaint of former Minister Tukaram Dighole, dates back to 1995. Dighole accused Kokate and his brother Sunil of forging documents to obtain 2 flats in the Nirman View apartments on College Road Yolkar Yolkar Mala in Nashik. In February this year, a Nashik district court sentenced Manikrao Kokate to 2 years imprisonment in a nearly 30-year-old case involving forgery and fraud linked to the illegal allotment of flats under the chief minister's discretionary quota. The court also imposed a fine of rupees 50,000 on Kokate. His brother Sunil Kokate was similarly convicted. Dighole, a 3-time MLA and former Congress leader, was defeated by Kokate in the 1999 assembly elections, when Kokate won his first term as an MLA. Dighole died in 2019. According to the prosecution, the Kokate brothers falsely claimed that they belonged to the low-income group and did not own any other property, enabling them to secure flats under the 10% discretionary housing quota of the CM. Investigators later found that the documents submitted in support of their application were forged. Kokate challenged the conviction, but the Sessions Court upheld the district court's verdict while setting aside the order directing him to hand over the flat to the Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Authority. He has appealed against the verdict in the Bombay High Court. The next title is Farmer Sold Kidney Abroad After Pressure from Moneylenders. Chandrapur man says he was made to pay rupees 48 lakh after borrowing rupees 12 lakh. Given by Article has been given by Ankita Deshkar, Nagpur, December 18. What began as a viral infection in his cows soon pushed a dairy farmer in Maharashtra's Chandrapur into a cycle of debt, threats, and assault that allegedly led him to approach an illegal organ sale racket and even take up a job in Laos, where he was coerced into working under inhuman conditions for months until his rescue. The Chandrapur police Tuesday registered a case and arrested six people after Roshan Shivdas Kule, 36 years old, a resident of Mithur village in Nagbid, alleged that he was pressured to sell his kidney abroad to repay loans taken from them. Kule alleged that he was harassed and beaten for several years by the moneylenders over pending dues. As per the complaint, he paid a total of Rs 48.53 lakh to the accused for an aggregate loan of Rs 12.25 lakh taken from four accused between February 2021 and April 2022. Mumakka Sudarshan, Superintendent of Police, Chandrapur, said an investigation was underway. Many aspects, especially relating to the kidney extraction, are yet to be verified and will require a detailed probe, he said. The complaint had accumulated a large debt due to exorbitant interest rates. He allegedly traveled to Cambodia in October 2024 for the kidney surgery and approached the police only recently, claiming the moneylenders were still pressuring him to repay the loan, the SP said. A cycle of loans. Based on the complaint, the total principal amount taken from the accused is Rs 12.25 lakh. In the wake of the complaint, the police booked six accused under serious sections of the Indian Penal Code, including 387, putting a person in fear of death or of grievous hurt in order to commit extortion, 342, wrongful confinement, 294, obscene acts, 506, criminal intimidation, 120B, criminal conspiracy, 326, voluntarily causing grievous hurt by dangerous weapons or means, and under section 39 and 44 of the Maharashtra Money Lending Regulation Act. They have been taken into custody. Kidney extraction in Cambodia. Out of options, Kule decided to sell his left kidney. He claims he looked up the process online and contacted a Dr. Krishna in Chennai. Dr. Krishna sent him a ticket for the Gitanjali Express from Nagpur to Kolkata. In Kolkata, Dr. Krishna's representative met Kule at the railway station and took him to a pathology lab to test his blood samples and perform a full body checkup. He was then taken by flight to Phnom He was then taken by flight to Phnom Penh in Cambodia and admitted to a hospital there for the procedure. After a complete medical checkup, kidney removal surgery was performed on October 14, 2024, the complaint stated. He was discharged on October 26, 2024 and later reached Tirunanthapuram airport by flight and returned to his village. Trapped in Laos, the complainant stated that despite undergoing the surgery, his financial situation did not improve. So he contacted an agent whose details he found online. The agent promised him employment abroad. Acting on his instructions, Kule flew to Kolkata again and from there via Bangkok to Bokyo city in Laos. He alleged that after reaching Bokyo, He was employed at a place known as the Golden Triangle Special Economic Zone, where he was forced to work under inhuman conditions and was exploited. When he tried to contact the agent for help, the agent allegedly seized his passport and threatened that he would not be allowed to leave and would be made to work there for the remainder of his life, the complaint stated. In a state of fear, Kule said he contacted Brahmapuri MLA and former leader of opposition Vijay Vadetivar through a call and sought help to return to India. Acting on the request, Vadetivar reportedly approached the Indian embassy and shared necessary details, following which legal steps were initiated. Kule was rescued with the help of local authorities and brought back to his native village, the complaint stated. Police intervention. SP Sudarshan said that the complainant had initially approached the police with a grievance dating back to February 2021 when he had borrowed money for the treatment of his cattle. However, he was hesitant to file a formal complaint. The police sought clarification on where the surgery was performed and in which hospital and other related details, as illegal organ sale is a serious offense. To all filmmakers, I have a suggestion who make films on real issues or real stories like 12th Fail, etc. etc. Now, there in Kannada film industry, a film got released based on a real story of a couple, of a Maharashtrian couple. The woman was facing a medical issue and how her husband supported her, and I guess they were also content creators. So a film got made and released in Kannada in Karnataka on that story, and both the couple was very happy about it. They were very grateful to Kannada film. I won't say industry, but okay, Kannada film industry. So the couple was very grateful to Kannada film industry that they presented their story, their efforts to a great group of audience. So to all the filmmakers, I have a suggestion. The article which I just read now of this Roshan Shivdas Kule, a film can be made on this. If I mean, I'm not saying that please make on this. I'm telling that have a conversation with this victim who became a victim of working in inhuman conditions in Laos. Also, who sell his kidney to repay the dues, the debt. Have a conversation with him, understand his pain, and if he's okay, and if also the government, the authorities are okay, make a film on this. So, not by newspapers and not by books, but at least by films, many rural youngsters will understand that getting some contact online and going to some another country won't be joyful enough. The great it's looking, the dangerous it can be. I'm not saying that I'm not interested in working abroad. I am interested, but I also have forget about abroad. Even if I think of working out of my state, there are so many questions in front of me. So all of them who get excited after getting a contact number online to work in abroad, not in Europe or America, then at least in Asia out of India, who get excited with such opportunities should also understand and know that the other side of this excitement can be dangerous also, can be difficult also, can be inhuman the way it's mentioned in this article. And the last title of the day: Bombay High Court among other premises vacated after bomb threats. Given by Express News Service, Mumbai, December 18. The Bombay High Court premises in Fort area of South Mumbai were evacuated Thursday afternoon following a bomb threat email. The judges, including the Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court, left the premises around 1 pm. Other courts in Mumbai, including those in Bandra, Andheri, and Esplanade, known as Killa Court in South Mumbai, also received similar bomb threats via email, and following which police deployed bomb detection units at these court premises. A senior police officer said that threats were received through email by multiple courts and a bank, and there was no need to panic. Police teams have cleared and checked the areas, he said. An officer said the Bandra court had received a threat message, following which the SOP for threat calls was followed. A complete evacuation was carried out, and the bomb detection and disposal squad carried out a search of the premises. No explosives were found, and the threat was declared a hoax, an officer said. He added that the police will file an FIR against unidentified people for the Hawks bomb threats. Lawyers' associations requested their member advocates to leave the High Court premises due to security concerns. The litigants, the litigants and court staff were also asked to evacuate the premises. Under instructions from Honorable the Chief Justice, this is to inform you all to request the honorable judges to whom you are attached that due to communication of bomb threat, the bomb disposal squad will be doing the needful, and hence to rise from the courts and assemble in judges' conference hall. The courts will be in session at 3 p.m., one of the lawyers' associations conveyed to its members. Owing to security concerns at the Bombay High Court, members, the staff are requested to vacate the High Court premises on 18th December 2025 and cooperate with the police and High Court administration. Upon clearance of the security concerns and on intimation from the police High Court administration, will update you about further action. Bombay Bar Association appealed to its members. Nagpur Court threat. The principal district and sessions judge in Nagpur also received an email on Thursday from an unknown person that a bomb was planted in the court premises. The authorities appealed to people present at the court to inform the nearest police station if they notice any suspicious or unattended object, and instructions were issued not to touch the same under any circumstances. When contacted, Nityanand Jha, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Nagpur Police, confirmed the receipt of a bomb threat email. He said the police responded promptly and took all necessary precautionary measures, but no suspicious object was found on the court premises. Security at the court remains in place, he said. Okay, now all the articles which I read, either of front page or of the state news section, primarily were related to politics. I also read economy, world, and also explained section, but I read them on my live sessions of Twitch and Kick. I go live in the evening. Now it's 2 p.m. So I go live in the evening and I read those sections, explain economy and world in the evening, streaming on Twitch as well as Kick. So I can also stream on Tango and YouNow, but these platforms are primarily to find someone to speak, etc., etc. But I find Kick and Twitch quite more professional, the reason why I stream there and I read those sections there. As of now, in this recorded video, I read the primary political news of the front page and the state news section. Okay, that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Okay, if you want to also join me in reading, explain, and the other sections, you can join me in the evening. I'll go live on the platforms I mentioned. Okay, so that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow in the recorded section. Bye bye.